Hi, it's Luke Bowman here. Welcome to my video lesson for Werewolves in Portland by Paul Gilbert. Title track of his new album, which has just come out. If you haven't heard it yet, go get yourself a copy. It's fantastic. Some amazing playing from Paul. If you haven't heard this track, here is a little version of me attempting to play it slightly slower than Paul does, but it gives you an idea of what we're going to cover. Okay, this track has a bit of everything in it. There are some fast technical parts, but there's also some great riffs and licks that I think would suit players of all levels. I'm only covering the first minute and a half or so of the song. It is about 5-6 minutes long and it gets very technical in places, so I've just done the first minute and a half. Hopefully you can get something out of it and enjoy playing along with the track. If you do enjoy the video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. The link's below to my Facebook and Instagram. It'd be great to have you following me on there. It's also linked to a donation page. And as always, there is a link to the PDF copy, so you can download that and use it while you're learning this song. Okay, let's get started with the lesson. Okay, for this track we are primarily in the key of F sharp minor. Although Paul does mix it up a bit harmonically, I'll try and cover some of that as we go through it. But the main riff is in F sharp minor. However, we start off with a very cool lick, which I would say is based around a B flat major 7 arpeggio. But fortunately he's not making it that easy. I think I knocked this down about 10 BPM versus the original when I recorded it, because I couldn't get my fingers around it in such a short time. I think it needs a bit of practice. So take it slowly and work your way up. So, goes a bit like this if I play it slowly. A little bit like that. So if we break this down, it starts off with 2 little phrases. 8, 10, 12 on your D string, and then same again on your A string. I'm hammering it on. I believe, looking at the video, Paul is picking it. However, my alternate picking isn't that good, so I'm just hammering it on. And then we go into the next lick, which I'll break down in 4-note parts. So the first part, 8, 10, 10, 14. Now this is a bit of a stretch. I believe Paul is hammering this on. And then we go. So you pull off from the 14th fret down to the 10th. 12, 8 on your D, down to the 12th on your A string. So the first part. One thing to note, that 14th fret stays there for 2 16th notes, it's tied. So it's not. That doesn't fit. And then back up to the 10th fret on your G string. So 10th fret and G string. 12, 8, 12, 8, 10, 6. Again, I would pull them off. So I'm calling this a B flat major 7 arpeggio. So you've got your B flat there, 3rd, 5th, major 7th. Up to your B flat there, then back down. 5th, 3rd, the root, B flat. Which doesn't really fit in F sharp minor, but it sounds pretty cool. So, slowly again. Power chord just to finish it off, and then slide into the main riff. So that is a very cool lick. At speed I find it really hard to play. Still not at the speed that Paul's playing it. I think the bit I find hard, it's not the hammering on, it's going back to that 10th fret. Real finger twister, so take it slowly and build it up, but it sounds cool. Okay, then we're going to the main riff, which is relatively straightforward, but is really cool. So playing around with the F sharp minor, pentatonic down here at the 2nd fret. Is that first 2 bars. So I've put a couple of scratches in there. I can't actually hear if Paul's playing them, but it sounds pretty cool when I was playing it, so I thought I'd leave them in. Nice and straightforward. Next part, hammer on your G string, 2nd to the 4th fret. Again, leave that there for a quarter note. And just run down the pentatonic. Again, when I do it, I'm pulling off. Looking at Paul in the video, I think he's alternate picking it. Repeats. Different ending. So when you get to the 4th fret there on your D string, slide it up to the 6th fret, back to the 4th fret, like that, to the A. So then the first part repeats all the way till the very end, where it's slightly different. Move up to the 4th fret. So instead of going down to the open E, let's do the first time, move up to the 4th fret. So then I'm going to go into kind of like a little bridge link between these riffs. Okay, so if I play that whole part slowly. A really cool sounding lick. It is a relatively simple pattern that is repeating. He does this a few times. So here, so what I'm calling this is a G sharp minor 11. If you'd play a G sharp minor 7, add the 9 on the top, and the 11, or the 4th, on your G string. Pretty cool chord. All we're doing here is picking out those notes. Think of it as a pattern. Think of your third, and if you have a finger per fret, your 1st and 3rd fingers, you go 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. And then slide up to your 14th fret, and then we're going to do exactly the same pattern, but coming back down. So this is going to be an E minor 11, I'm calling it. 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Once you get used to that pattern, it's quite easy to play it at speed. So keep the notes relatively clipped and muted. And we just slide back down and go back into the riff and play it again. Slightly different here. We have a bar of 6/4, so you stay on that A for 2 beats, down to an E, and back into the riff. So it just kind of mixes it up a little bit, throwing that bar of 6/4 in. So it sounds like this. Back into that again. And then we go back into the... But this time, we're going to move up again and use exactly the same pattern, but we're going to do a G minor 11. Finishing up here on 17, so again 15, 17, 15, 17, 15, 17, or 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. So he's using that same pattern and just moving it around. And then we go into this little breakdown part. Like that. So again, I've kind of outlined what chords I think he's using here. 8th fret, some palm muted 16th notes. Again, looking at the video, I thought he was playing it like that originally, which you could do, but looking at the video, he's actually stretching up because he has very big fingers. It's kind of a similar pattern, starting on your bottom string on the 8th fret, and then to the 6th fret on your D string. Play it 6 times. 7th time, up to the 8th fret, down to the 10th fret on your A. Then we go 6th fret, have this cool lick which I can't play at speed with alternate picking, so I didn't put it in the playthrough. But it goes a bit like this. So I'm thinking of this as being E flat major. Starting off here, on the bottom string. So it's all 3 note per string kind of stuff, which Paul does a lot. Slide up to 12th fret on D. Again, take it slowly, get used to the pattern, and then work with your alternate picking. You could do it legato if you wanted, but he's doing an alternate picking. Then we have a similar pattern repeating, but with different chords. So starting at your 8th fret, then down to your 8th fret on your bottom E string. And the first time round, because this part repeats, he plays the opening lick. And then we repeat. Carry on. And then we go, second time round, E minor 11. Previously we were coming down it. This time I'm going to go up it. So 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14. Then move down to the 11th. 11, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9. 11, 9. Like that. So to a C sharp minor 11. Then we're going into this kind of funky rock riff, which I really enjoy playing. So we finish the lick. Hit the 9th fret, the F sharp on your A string. Slide down, open E, 12th fret. Then we're going to slide all the way up to the 19th fret. Bend it up slightly. I've marked it as full, so I'm bending up here. Maybe not a full bend, maybe half to 3/4. It's quite fast. Slide back down. Open E, 2nd fret, slide up again. To the 17th fret this time, bend it up and down again. Finishing on the 14th fret. So, it's quite fast this. It's hard to get up and down. If you think about it, it's just a pentatonic scale. So if we just play it down here. But what makes it sound cool is that. That takes a bit of getting used to because it's very easy to miss where you're ending up, and it is pretty fast. So it's good practice. I'm not showing you all my bloopers where I got it wrong. Maybe I am. At the end of that part you have this. So it's your 17th fret to 19th fret, 16th fret to 19th fret. All 16th notes. Give it a bit of palm muting. And up to the F sharp here on the 20th fret. Beats. Yeah. And then the second time, finish up on that 19th fret on your D string. It's kind of the 3rd. So instead of the... And it repeats. This time round we finish off walking down the scale there, bottom 2 strings, and then we go. So this is kind of transitioning to the next part of the track. So and then finally so you've got a bit of a jump there. I would use all downstrokes for that, make it sound pretty meaty and chuggy. So that part, that transition we've got. riff, that rundown, 4-2 open, 4-2 open, 4-2 open, and then hit the D. Okay, the next couple of bars would fit in 4-4, but the feel of it and the way the drums are playing it, I think it's a bar of 2 bars of 4-4, a bar of 3-4, and a bar of 5-4. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. So we have the first rundown. So that part there is 3-4. That E is held for 5 beats. And back to the. So play along with the record, you can get the kind of feel of it, but it's definitely a bit offbeat, which is good. So that repeats. Next time through, we hit the D chord twice. With a pause, with a rest in the middle. Like that. And then. So after that walk down to the E, we're going to go to the F sharp and the G sharp. So you want to play it all together? E, F sharp over E. G sharp over E. Like that. And finishes off. Stays on that E for a couple of bars. And then goes into the next section, which, as I say, I haven't covered as yet. If I get enough requests, I may well do it. I'm also pestering Paul Gilbert like mad to try and work with him on his transcriptions. So if anybody knows him, give him a shout. Just finished Mark Lettieri's Deep 2 album. I'm still doing work with him and Corey, but I would absolutely love to transcribe this album for Paul, so if you're listening, give me a shout. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully you can get something out of that and have a lot of fun playing it. I'm now going to play the Guitar Pro through so you can have a look at the tabs and listen to how it sounds, and you can slow that down on YouTube as well if that helps. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon with another video.